Hey everyone, Dave Putz here from JKP Holdings. Alongside me, as always, is Nathan Turner.
Hello, hello.
Hello. It's been a long time I see you. It's been about a week or so. We're going to get into that really closely in a few minutes, but I wanted to, before we dive into it, you kind of banter back and forth, and we would talk about the DME, but before we get there, guys, I know a lot of people are tuning in, want to hear about the feedback and what's going on, what we got out of it. We're going to shift a little bit and focus on what we've been doing on the side stuff and really kind of encourage those people who are just starting to listen to us, and those new buyers, no buyers, as well as the originators. Share a little about what our goals are really for the next 6-8 months for these people who are no buyers and originators. What are we trying to do?
Yeah. We want to buy notes. We're hungry for these notes, and I don't want to show too many cards. We're not starving, but we're hungry for these notes. We're very interested in the seller financing world, specifically those who are doing it on like a regular basis as a business. We're very interested in connecting with those people that are creating notes habitually and on an ongoing basis. And we see a huge opportunity for all of us where we can, originators can go out and originate the notes. We're more than happy to buy those notes, and we can do that cycle over and over and over again. So we're very interested in getting to know those kind of people and educating on them on what it is that we're looking for. We want to make sure these notes are created properly, but there's a ton of opportunity. So we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah. And side note, Nathan had a little computer problem, so he's on his phone right now. So just forgive him if you see an arm shaking and see how long his arm rolled out. So what that whole idea of what people don't understand is that note buyers are loving the idea of being able to buy notes at a better price, as well as note originators who had no clue you can recapitalize your asset, either the whole loan or partials. The origination part is great, wonderful. You do a good job of that, but the problem is your money's stuck, and we want to fix that problem. So we're really bridging that gap in the next 6-8 months. I think we're doing a lot more of that on the back end. We've been talking to a lot of originators who do large scale stuff, and we're just trying to buy from them and organizing how to make a better process for you guys. So forgive us while we make some money while we're testing it out, right?
Yeah.
So, but one of the things that people don't know about the origination world is that most of the origination borrowers have bad credit.
Yeah.
And luckily, I've never been through that, and I don't know much about it. And originators sometimes know a lot about it, but it's very confusing in that world. Would you agree?
Yeah, totally. And there's so many different things that affect credit. And I think by and large, most of us don't understand how it works or why it works or what affects your credit score over time. So it's kind of an unknown, and we wanted to explore that a little bit more and talk about how credit works and why having good credit is important and why it might be for our borrowers. And you're right, Dave, most of the people that are getting seller financing, that's one of the major reasons they're doing seller finance is because they don't qualify to bank. Yeah. Sometimes in a large part that's due to their credit score. So how can we help them raise that credit score? One of our best exits is to get cashed out. We love getting paid off. So it's to our benefit to help people repair their credit, go back to a bank at a lower rate most of the time, and then they can pay us off. So that's kind of what we wanted to talk about today and explore.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to second that the fact that we will be diving into the DME world, right? For those people who are diving into this thing, we're going to get into it in a few minutes. So stay tuned. This will be recorded. This will be on YouTube. It'll be on the website and stuff like that, and our podcast. So let's bring in Chris. Chris, welcome. Chris's video is having a little problem today. We told him to stay out the video and make sure it's all audio. And his information will be gathered through the link inside the chat. We'll put in the YouTube debriefing and the podcast debriefing as well. So if you want Chris's information, you just click a link, you'll fill a quick form out, and we'll be sending that information to you. So yes, those are looking for a DME. hold on for a second, because this is crucial information for our originators to learn about. So you guys can create notes that we can buy as note buyers. Awesome. Chris, well, welcome.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, glad to hear that. Yeah, thanks for the introduction. I work for a company called UQual. We get all of our business, well, pretty much all of our business from lenders, some realtors, and it's other people that we work with. It's a referral-based company. And so we want to do the best job for the people that are working with us that we possibly can so that we get more referrals, of course. So, anything we can do to help raise someone's score as fast as possible. And it gets done with any aspect of the credit. And it's not just about raising your scores too. It's about just getting you loan ready. There's different aspects to qualifying, not just having a good score, but making sure your debt to income ratio looks good. Maybe there's a down payment involved. There's going to be different factors based on whatever the loan product is. But we have a service that is there to help people qualify as fast as possible. And we walk people through the ins and outs of their positive credit, just because there's a lot of misinformation out there. So we make sure they're doing what's best for themselves and just give them super simple guidelines, because like David put it, it can be pretty confusing. And Nathan as well, mentioning that, hey, are we sure what we're doing is the best thing for us? We guide people through it just to make sure there isn't any misinformation, because the FICO laws, the laws governing your scores, the algorithms that each bureaus use, even if you don't understand them now, they change down the road later, it can just be really difficult just to be sure of what you're doing. So we give people simple guidelines like don't open or close anything without talking to us first. Obviously, don't get any new negative information, and we help you take care of the rest. If you ever needed to settle something out, we help you do it in the best way possible. Let you know if it's even something you should even consider doing. If you need something to put something in good standing, we guide you through that. And we everyone that we sign up, we send them an electronic document. This is how easy it is. You elect what you want to go after. And once you do that, everything starts coming out for you as aggressively as legally possible. And that starts happening for you right away. Some of the responses even come in digitally and they color code in our system. So you might be 7 to 10 days in the process and already see a significant change. That gets to a better interest rate if it qualifies you to begin with, if it saves you time on whatever you're currently doing to move forward with the people you're trying to move forward with. And that's a huge, huge benefit. And so once you make those elections to go after everything, like I said, everything starts coming after you. You don't have to do anything. You in your portal, you can click a button and do a soft credit pull, meaning it doesn't drop your scores, doesn't cost you extra money in our service every 30 days to see what your status is these days. So there's no question about where you are and where you started, how well it's working for you. Just see it right there. And we just charge a small monthly fee. It's billed in arrears, for the service, so that as you're going through it, you can decide how much help you want. So it's and it can vary by state, but in most states it's $79 to enroll.
Wow.
And then at the end of each 30 days, it's just $89 until you decide to cancel, which, like I said, you can do anytime.
That's awesome.
We can update people like Nathan, for example, on a monthly basis and let them know how well it's going. So as soon as you can qualify at minimum, everyone can be put back together with each other.
Boom, and you shut it down at that point, and now you keep going. You just get your stuff done and get everything you needed, and basically fix that problem, that hurdle that so many borrowers go through.
Yeah, and then if you decide you want to keep working with us, you're welcome to, but it's always your decision. You just cancel whenever you'd like. So it's a service that is designed for anybody's use, whether you have a short way to go or a long way to go. We can help you figure out if it's a good fit or not, if something's going to be easier to work with you on or harder to work with you on, and just set good expectations so everybody is on the same page and works with each other further.